Hello and welcome to another Nikomedia tutorial. This will be a shorter tutorial, I think, but who knows. I got a lot of questions how you can put a logo with a transparent background, of course, on a glass or something else. And I'm a little surprised because there are a lot of tutorials for it on the net. But maybe the people want to hear my crazy dialect or something else. I don't know. But of course I will show it my way, but it's the same way almost everybody does. But why not? If people want it, they get it. Okay, so let's start with, let's make a small scene, so because otherwise this is very boring, just a glass with putting something on it. Let's make a small scene and a small compositing, and yeah, let's start with a picture for the background. Yeah, first I start of course with my scene rig here, with my Nikomedias Scene Rig Pro. Yeah, you see it's still the 3.1 here, but you have the newest one, what is out, is the 3.0. This will come maybe this weekend. It's not ready now, but I think this weekend is okay. But you can follow with the 3.0 too. And if you don't have this Nikomedias Scene Rig and don't want to buy it or something else, you just can do the same with a sky object and put an HDRI on it, on the sky object. But it's much easier with the rig, of course, and you can have much more possibilities, like changing brightness, color, whatever, with rotations and yeah. Anyway, so double click it, and we have a new scene with the scene rig. And I don't need, whoops, go to the background and floor. I don't need anything here. I just need in my HDRI slot here, an HDRI of course, and I found a picture with this picture is from the SIBL loader here. It's a plugin for Cinema 4D and it's free, and you will find the download link and everything in the description of this video. Yeah, so just drag this here in the, I don't want to save it now because this is a small tutorial. I don't think we have to save it. If we crash, so I start from beginning. Okay, and here I scene by camera on. Now I have here my camera takes to the scene, through this picture here now, and have everything. Okay, the next thing I do something like a table here to put our glass on. So let's make a cube and make it about 150. You should, every time you should work with the correct dimensions. So how big is the table in real life? If it is 50-50-50, so use 50-50. And because you get the best results then with the lighting and everything. So, and now let's make a little fillet here. Okay, the next will be our glass. We to make a very simple glass just to show how it works. So let's make a simple cylinder. How big could the glass be? Height of 10. Yeah, I think 10 is okay. And here 3 maybe. Whoop. Something like that. Let's make the table a little smaller. table, glass, and say 30, 30. Okay. Now I make my glass, my cylinder editable, so converted. Sorry. Yeah. So I do it with my edit optimize script. Everybody knows it meanwhile, I think. Just click on it and OK. If you don't have the script is of course download link in the description. It's a free script too. If you don't have it and don't want it, just go to your class, hit C for the conversion, and then go to the point mode, right click and optimize. Then you have the same. Okay. Back to our class, go here, and I want to fill something in the glass, so I don't need this. And I want a little thickness for the glass, so I go in the polygon mode, Control A to select everything, and D for extrude, and we need create caps, and just extrude it a little bit, something like that. So now we have here, but this should be okay. No, come on. Sorry. And this should be okay. We'll see later. Now go in the edge mode, UL for loop selection, or no, let's make it with the bevel deformer. So select our class, go to the bevel deformer, shift and click, and click. So yes, that's of course too much. Yes, my default settings are not this, maybe not the same like yours, because I put everything like I want it, and then you can do the same, put everything in like you want it, and then go to edit and set as default, so you have every time the same settings like you want it. So let's go make this smaller here. Yeah, something like that should be okay. Yeah, that's it. Now we need a glass material and a material for the table. Let's start with the table. Let's make here don't know, just a white table. White material is okay. Delete this specular. Dielectric and something like PET. Okay. Not so shiny. Something like that. This should not be a texture tutorial, so table. Okay, and a glass material. Simply double click in the material manager here, double click on the new material. Yes, I don't need color, I just need transparency with a refraction of 1.517. Nope. And no specular. So, and put it on our cylinder here. Yeah, and now let's end and see what we get. Okay, we have a glass, we have a table, but I think, yes, I want to use GI. Okay, table is too bright here. Okay. Okay, let's see, that's okay. We just want to put the logo on it, so. And here, whoops. Oh, come on, that's okay. So, yep. Now, okay, I want a little depth of field too. So I go to my rig and so I fake depth of field. Go to the reflection blur and let's say 2 maybe. Okay, nice. Like this here, so rotate it a little bit again. Okay. And now we put a picture on this glass here. For this I found a picture, and yes, I am a SpongeBob fan. Let's see this and go to Photoshop, and I just drag my picture from here into Photoshop. Now we need, for this logo thing, we need a transparent picture, transparent background here. So I have here my magic wand tool, and here selected continuous, and select it here. Hold your shift key and select here, here, that's okay, and here. Now we have selected this white around the SpongeBob. Then selection inverse. So now we have selected our SpongeBob. Now go to the click on the background picture and just hit Ctrl J, and we have the SpongeBob here. We can delete the background. Now we have the SpongeBob with a transparent picture, with a transparent background. And we have to save this this picture in a format, in a file format that supports transparency. So like Photoshop, PSD, then PNG or TIFF. And I do it for logos and something else. I do it with PNG. So I save it. I save it just on my desktop for the moment. Oh, I would say I want PNG. SpongeBob, okay. Yes, okay. Now go back to our cinema. Double click in the material manager for new material. Double click the material, logo. And in the color channel, we need our SpongeBob. Here on the texture, here, SpongeBob PNG. No, don't need it now. Go here to a plane so we see it better. If we don't want specular, we know it. Let's add some GGX, electric, and what can we take here? Asphalt, why not? Whoop, whoop. Something like that. And now we drag it on our glass too. So go here and go to my glass, and we get something like this. Looks weird. Yes. Now go click on the texture deck, and here on the UV mapping, where we have UV mapping, we go to cylindrical mapping. Of course, we have here a cylinder. Why shouldn't we take a cylindrical mapping? You can take a flat mapping or a cubic mapping too, but best of course works for cylindrical. Go here. The next is right click on your texture deck on the SpongeBob and fit to object. No children's. Okay, this is this. And of course it's too big and we don't see our glass in the background. So the first thing I want to make this SpongeBob picture smaller. So I want, and you see we have it tiled. I don't want it tiled, so here under tile, nope, just want this picture here. So I made it here smaller and bring it to the front. Make it smaller here too, something like that. So we have our picture on the glass, but we don't have transparency. And now we go to our texture, go to the alpha channel, activate the alpha channel, and we put in the same material like we have in the color channel. Because it has a transparent background, Cinema knows, okay, this transparent background picture works here in the alpha channel as an alpha. Okay, we go here to the texture. Under bitmaps we should have here our SpongeBob PNG. Drag it in and see what we get. Everything nice. Maybe a little dark. Here we can go to the color channel. We have some ways to make it a little brighter. Go to the color channel, texture, right click on this texture here and copy it. Then go to the luminance channel, activate it, texture and paste it. Then we have a nice bright SpongeBob. And but maybe I don't want it so bright, but I can't, if I try to make it darker here, it doesn't work. So we have to go from normal to multiply. And now we can make it a little darker. We don't need it so bright. Something like that. Okay, but there is another way. Let's disable this for the moment. We can go to the scene rig and work with the light intensity. If we go up here, it's getting bright, but everything gets bright then, as you see. That's not what we really want, so back to 100. Next is we can try it with the reflection brightness. Golden light. It does not work. Everything gets bright here in the background, but not really spongy. So no. And we have here in Nikomedias Scene Rig, we have the fill light option. Activate it and go up with it. Now you see our SpongeBob gets brighter, but without key light here, and with fill light. But I think the best way was with the luminance channel. Okay, and that should work. So, but now if you see closer, we have here it's doubled. If we don't have glass, this is doesn't matter. But with glass, we have a little problem here. So as you see it, we have two SpongeBobs here, back and in the front. And this, of course, we don't want. If I said if it's not glass, you don't see it behind. So let's go back to our material, to our texture deck here. And here we have to go from path to front or back. It depends how your normals, in which directions your normals show. I think here should be back. Yes, and you see now we have just one SpongeBob. And nothing double anymore. Okay, and let's make this a little yellowish glass for SpongeBob glass, transparency, and here in the absorption color, let's make it a little, oh yes, like this. And we have a big, small glass, so let's go to 1 centimeter here about. And you see we get a yellowish, reddish, whatever-ish. Yeah. Okay, this is the first way. Now, maybe we want to make this an old glass, and this logo, this SpongeBob, is washed out, and then something else is old and used look. We can do this. We go to our SpongeBob here and to the alpha channel. But here now we have a problem with this picture. The PNG file here works just with the file directly put here in the texture deck. But for my used look, I want to make a layer texture here. And if I put this now in a layer, you see I lose my transparency. I can do whatever I want. It works not really. So for this I need a real black and white picture for the alpha mask. And this is quite easy to do. Go back to our Photoshop. We have here our SpongeBob, and we want to make the SpongeBob white and the background black. That's what we need. So I just go to my SpongeBob here and control click on the thumbnail here. Now the SpongeBob is selected. Here I see I have black and white with the foreground and background. For white I hit now Control Delete and I have a white SpongeBob. Now Control D to deselect everything. Now I need a new layer under this layer 1. So I go to the new layer, hold my Control key and make a new layer under this. And just press for the foreground, fill with foreground color. Just press Alt Delete. And that's it, I have my black and white picture. And this I can save as JPEG or something else, it doesn't matter which file format. So just go and save it. I want JPEG here, SpongeBob Alpha. Okay, go back. And now I put, instead of this bitmap, was what we have in the color channel, I take the real alpha mask. So SpongeBob Alpha. And you see immediately everything works. But I have some issues here with the frame around here, and this I can avoid if I go here from alpha image no, then soft no, and go to invert. Now everything is nice, and now I can start to make a used look. Sorry. Go here in the layer channel and go to shader, put a noise shader on it, and go to hard light, and you see what we get here. Let's make another noise, an FBM or something else. You see I have my washed out look, my whatever it's called. Yeah, and so you can destroy your logo a little bit and something else. Okay, If you don't want to have it so sharp, let's see if you can see this better. Let's go back to our noise and go from the octaves back to 1 or something else, so it's smoother. And you can make here from hard light, you can go down a little bit, so it's such small, see it? Oh, you can play around here, so okay. This is how you put a logo on a glass. You've seen it's very easy, and yeah, of course you can put it not just on the glass, you can put it on everything like in this way, but on the glass it's sometimes the problem with the double logo here, that you see it on the inside too. Yes, of course in this way you can make more logos like this. Let's say I want another picture. I don't like the noise here now. It was just for example. Take another picture. I take now the same picture, but second one. Let's say make this one. Don't know what. No, make it another way. Just playing around now. I'm on the luminance channel. I wanted to go. So now it's okay. And here I can go to the layer channel, make a layer out of this, and effect, hue, saturation, make it. It doesn't matter, we see the difference. Okay, we see that we have a second picture. Put it on the glass. And we have to do the same. You can make it easier, so you don't have to go again to the cylindrical mode and everything. Just delete it again. Take this texture deck here, hold your control key and drag it on the side so you can make a copy. And now go with the new texture exactly over this texture. You see that this arrow down, and drag it in. And now of course we can go to this texture deck here, and let's say I want this one somewhere here on the side. Now I have them dancing together and something else. So you can use more than one logo, of course. Okay, that's it for this thing. As I said, it's quite short, and I hope it helped. Yeah, and I'm really surprised. There were a lot of people ask me this, but now you should know it. Okay. So, bye-bye. I wish you a nice weekend. As I said, the new Nikomedias Scene Rig Pro will be ready, I think, this weekend. And I have a good feeling that we get a new tutorial too this weekend. I'm not sure, but I think so. And yeah, so have a nice weekend, have a nice day, have fun, relax, whatever. So, goodbye, tschüss und baba.